here at the Houston Military Entrance Processing Station, the MEPS. I gotta say thank y'all for being here. I gotta just tell you, for real, not many people are coming down to the Houston MEPS. 300 million people live in this country, and you are representing 0.07% of that population. That's real talk. That's real numbers right there. I just calculated myself. So you are a rare person in this country. There's not many people like you that are coming down here on your own free will, knowing what this job involves, living an extraordinary life. No doubt about it. Men and women in the military, we have to put up with so much that others don't even know about. I'm talking about PT, haircuts, weight control standards. You can't eat too many Shipley's donuts anymore. I'm talking about marching. I'm talking about deployments. The mission coming first, not being able to go home on the holidays, family reunions. And so guys, thank you for knowing all this and saying, okay, I am okay with it all. In fact, I'm looking forward to the challenge. It says a lot about who you are. You're a selfless patriot, dedicated to this country's values, our way of life. And you want to take a couple of years and wear a uniform and put the country's needs before your own. And so on behalf of the other 99% of America, I want to say thank y'all. And really what I want to do right now is just very briefly, in the small amount of time I have with you, talk about this job. What is military service? It's a great question. Because if you walk around here and ask people what is military service, there's a good chance they don't even know. Military service is one of the best kept secrets in this country. This job will do more for you than any job you've ever had or ever will have. And that's a bold thing to say, right? But I gotta tell you, it's so true. This job is gonna take you in, and it's gonna show you how to be successful in life. A lot of jobs don't do that for you. You just show up, you do that thing you gotta do, you go home, you show up the next day, you do that thing you gotta do, you go home, you get the idea. They don't grow you as a person. They don't mold you and shape you. They don't teach you how to go out there, work with others. They don't teach you how to go out there, do things with integrity and character, how to always do it the right way, and how to have the courage to do it the right way and not cut the corner. They don't show you how to be a leader, how to take a group of men and women and build them into a solid team that can accomplish the mission. And so it's really simple. If you ask me, military service is going to take you in, and the product is going to be at the very end of this, whether you do 4 years and get out, whether you do 40 years and retire, my friend, you're going to be changed. You're going to be affected by your military service. It is going to have taught you how to go out there and deal with anything. I'm talking about a boss you don't like. I'm talking about kids destroying the furniture at home. Your military service taught you resilience. It taught you how to have that gut instinct to move on, to figure it out, and get over that obstacle. The next thing we ought to talk about is, what are we paid to do in the military? Because when we actually talk about what we're paid to do in the military, it's outstanding what we are paid to do in the military. Applicants, you are paid twice a month, guaranteed, at active duty. The 1st and the 15th, you will get a paycheck. It's coming. Even if the government shuts down, it happened in 2012 in October. The civilians that work for the government are going to get furloughed, which means they go to work without pay. It really sucks. But did you know that Lieutenant Smith gets paid on time? You will get paid on time. There's a special fund in our Congress for the military. And you are being paid to do what, applicant? To do 5 miles in the morning, PT every day, push-ups and sit-ups, wake up with a purpose. To really maintain yourself and get better physically. You're going to have a six-pack, guys. You guys are going to have a haircut. You're going to have a clean-shaven face every day. Y'all are going to be issued a uniform. Looks pretty great. Well, you're rewarded for your hard work. There's people working really hard out here in these glass buildings. Are they pinned medals and ribbons for doing their job? No, they're not. So this organization is a meritorious one. We recognize those that are working the best, the hardest. We call them out in front of their peers and say, good job. And then let's take it to the next level. Applicants, you are being paid in the military on day one active duty to go to Bush International, take a free flight, it's paid by Uncle Sam. You go to Chicago if you join the Navy, to go out to San Diego, pretty nice place. If you join the Marines. Fort Jackson, South Carolina, if you join the Army. Cape May, if you join the good old Coast Guard. What I'm trying to say is all over the place. You guys are taking a free flight, you're out of here. Say goodbye to the Beltway. Say goodbye to the teams that can't win that championship. They will someday. It'll be great. It'll be a great moment for Houston. But my friend, while you're waiting, go out there and see this country that you live in. By the way, 8 to 13 weeks later, my friend, you're taking another free flight. It's paid by Uncle Sam. You're going somewhere else. Does this not sound like fun? So really, I mean, and by the way, once in a while, get deployed into the world and see the world. And I could stay up here all day and tell you about men and women in this country deployed around this world. Right now, as we're talking in this room, 30,000 soldiers in the Army in South Korea. I think people tend to forget that we have 30,000 soldiers in South Korea. They've been there since 1953. They're still there right now. To remind Kim Jong-un, he can't blow up the world. Team America, World Police, it's real. We have 180 warships in the Navy. That's a lot of ships, right? It's a lot of sailors and Marines on them. 1/3 of these ships are always at sea. One comes in, comes up to the pier, the next one goes out to do continued operations around this world. And so when a pirate takes Captain Phillips hostage, you have the USS Bainbridge, you have ships out there ready to go. Navy SEALs ready to go to get them home. When an earthquake strikes Haiti, there are people out there the next day. Warships going down there rerouted to save people's lives. When a tsunami hits Japan in 2012, I was there. It's crazy. Houses falling off the coast. It happened. We were driving around these houses with helicopters picking these people up. And so what I'm trying to tell you guys is we are paid to do crazy things. And at the end of the day, you're going to be left with some incredible memories of all those places you went, things that you did, people that you met. It'll be the most outstanding memories of your life probably because of the opportunities you're afforded. No doubt your 20, 30-year high school reunion, you're going to be the saltiest one there. You're going to have the best stories to tell. And I'll say one more thing. We got to proceed, move on with the plan of the day, which is the oath. Applicants, you are about to join a organization that's pretty proud. The military has existed in this country since day one, right? We all know the history of the United States, the Continental Army. And so we are a new generation here in the 21st century, in 2000, good old 16, wearing this uniform, those chevrons, those collar devices, those leather boots have been worn by generations of Americans before us. And so you and I, my friend, we have an obligation. We got to represent men like that. Look over your left shoulder. That's PFC Cody R. Norris from Baytown, Texas. Fought in Afghanistan, came from Baytown 2011. He was in this very room that we're in. And there's been so many like him, men and women that have worn this uniform. It's been battle tested, ladies and gentlemen. And so we have an obligation to him, to all those men and women that have fought since day one, back in 1776. So go out there and represent, applicant. Stand tall in your uniform. Be proud of your military service. You happen to represent the fighting spirit of this whole nation. And I guarantee you something right now. You walk around anywhere in this world that we live in, on planet Earth, in your dress uniform, heads are going to turn. And those people will realize the country that you're from. So represent our country as well. Be an ambassador to the world. And so that's all I really have to say. I really do wish you the best of luck on the road that's ahead. You're at the very beginning of one heck of an adventure. And so I just really hope that you guys have fun. You enjoy yourselves. You're all young. You're all in the golden years of your life. Go out there and take that paycheck, run with it. Take that ticket out to the world, run with it. Go out there and have the time of your life. And I'll say this one more thing to the family. Got to give you a shout out because the backbone of our military is the family. I'll tell you what, nothing like that letter at mail call. Nothing like a box of Oreos in the middle of the ocean. And so I want to say thank you to your family for doing that for y'all, giving you that TLC so you get home safe. And guys, again, good luck to you. Thank you for being here again, the 0.07% of America. Thank y'all. It's a nice sized group. It's really good to see you, okay? All right, guys, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, get motivated. All right, two questions. Raise your hand if you have any mental reservations to this decision that you're about to make. Okay. My staff should have briefed you already on DOD separation policies 83, 85, and 86. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Who's joined the Texas Guard? All right, very good. We're doing 2 oaths, ladies and gentlemen. You will all come to attention. Sir, you'll raise your right hand and repeat after me first, okay? Then after the Texas oath, you'll lower your hand. All other applicants are going to raise your hands and repeat after me. We'll do the national oath for you, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for the oath of enlistment. Applicants, attention! All right, Texas National Guard, raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Paul Michael Ellington,
Do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and of the state of Texas
and of the state of Texas
against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
I will obey the orders of the President of the United States
I will obey the orders of the President of the United States
and of the Governor of Texas
and of the Governor of Texas
and of the officers appointed over me,
and of the officers appointed over me,
according to the laws and regulations
according to the laws and regulations
and the Uniform Code of Military Justice.
and the Uniform Code of Military Justice.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Lower your hand. All other applicants, raise your right hands and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear or affirm
Do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
I will obey the orders of the President of the United States
I will obey the orders of the President of the United States
and of the officers appointed over me,
and of the officers appointed over me,
according to the regulations
according to the regulations
and the Uniform Code of Military Justice.
and the Uniform Code of Military Justice.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Lower your hands, applicants. Parade, rest. Okay, everybody, please let's go ahead and clap for these guys. Congratulations. That's it. Woo!